So my name is Sheila, and you can tell by my accent I am not from around here. I'm from Birmingham! Woo! Fantastic stuff. Yes, originally the west of Ireland. Do we give us a cheer if there's any Irish people at Glastonbury? Woo! Come on, I've got 15 minutes. Come on, you know you want to. Okay, good stuff. Fantastic. So it is amazing to be here. Thank you, Suzanne and Theo, for allowing me to be here and not checking out my criminal record back in Ireland. I really appreciate that, folks. So, give us a cheer if you've been to Glastonbury before.
Yes!
Give us a cheer if you are a Glastonbury virgin. There's no virgins out there. You'll do. How old are you? Are you legal?
25.
That'll do. Half my age, but that'll do. You know what you say about cougars, that'll do. Yes, I am a Glastonbury virgin. I've actually never been to a festival in my life. I've actually never been camping before. So what's the saying? They say, go big or go home. Exactly, so that's what I'm doing. Folks, just to let you know that I am a qualified mental health counsellor. I've worked straight through the pandemic, which has been interesting, folks. I'm also a comedian, and when clients see how messed up I am, they realise that they're normal!
Hey!
Because it is like that, folks. But you know what? What is normal, folks? So, hands up any of you who thinks you are normal. Oh, I'm loving that. Says the man in the lovely hat and the glitter. I love that. Hands up those of you who thinks that you're not normal. Hands up who's not normal out there. Brilliant. I love it. I love your honesty. Brilliant, sir. Hands up those of you who believe there is no such thing as normal. Because, folks, there is no such thing as normal. A normal conversation goes like this, or a typical conversation goes like this. One person goes, how are you? And the other person goes, I'm fine. And then they go, and how are you? And they go, I'm fine too. And they're both so happy and fine 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If somebody goes to me, how are you, Sheila? I say, I'm shite. Now that's if I'm not in a good mood. And what I find is because I go, I'm shite, and I take the pressure to be happy all the time, the pressure off, the other person then goes, you know what, I'm a bit shy too. And we have a laugh about it, folks. And I don't know if you agree with me, folks, that when you're not in a kind of good form, or it could be hormones, it could be tiredness, do you find that it's much harder to pretend to be happy than to just go with the shite? Give me a thumbs up if you agree with me, folks, with that. Absolutely. My current bloke, he kept me awake all night last week, but not in the way I wanted, oh no. He kept staring at the window. I got so fed up that eventually I had to let him in. He says to me, why don't we change positions tonight? That's a great idea. Why don't you do the ironing and I'll lie on the sofa and fart? He came home with a tube of KY jelly. He says, this will make you happy tonight. He was right. Because when he went out to the bedroom, I squirted all over the doorknob and he couldn't get back in. He says to me, what have you done with the food shopping money? I said, turn sideways and look in the mirror, you fat fecker. If a man talks dirty to a woman, it's sexual harassment. If a woman talks dirty to a man, it's £1.50 per minute. Charges may vary.
Amen.
Okay. Now, do we want to see Rob's moves?
Yes.
Have a look at me plectrum, it's in my other sucker. Not to say the only suckers like it does. How are you doing, folks? Are you having a good time?
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, hold on, just got to move up my breast to top of the chair. You didn't see that. Can you edit that out of the fucking video, please? Now, okay, do you know what I love to do? I've got a bit of time, folks. Back in Ireland, we love to dance. Give us a cheer if you love to dance. I love that he's going no now because he knows we're going to pick on him. So we've got Rob representing the male community. I need a female to I think this lovely girl. What do you think? To represent the females. Oh no, she's getting worried now. Is there a crazy woman out there? Look, it's fucking Glastonbury. I'll ask that again. Is there a crazy woman out there who's willing to be a volunteer for a bit of crack, a bit of Irish dancing? How about you, lovely? What do you think? You up for it? No, she's definitely. Oh, fantastic!
Oh yeah, she doesn't know.
Jade, where are you from, Jade? Okay. So we've got Jade from Burnley. Give a round of applause. Woo! Now we're going to have Rob. Up you get, Rob.
John Rob. Yes.
Now, what we're going to do, now obviously Rob has been practicing and warming up all day for this. For Glastonbury, we're going to have a bit of an Irish dancing competition.
Woo!
Now, we've got Rob representing the men. Let's have a cheer for Rob. There's a lot of testosterone out there. And we've got Jade representing the females, the women. Come on. Let's have a cheer for Jade. Jade, you've got some good support out there. I think it'll build. Right, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do it. Rob, are you fucking listening? Right, now, I'm going to sing. Yes, look, let's not generalise, okay? So, I'm going to do a bit of, I'm telling my mum when I go home, the boys won't leave to go until lunch. I need to clap along. I'm going to do a verse and chorus. I want you to take a river dance. River dance. Michael Flatley, this is your, not yet, Jesus, calm down, Rob, not yet. This is your chance to shine. Now, this is your, he's not acting the way you saw him earlier on. His back seems fine now, Jade. You've got some stiff competition, I say that like based on age, not on sexuality. Rob, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell my mum when I go home, the boys will leave. Now clap your hands, comb my hair, comb my comb, and that's alright. When I go home, she's handsome, she's pretty, she's the girl of numbers. She's got a 1, 2, 3. Please tell me who is she? Woo! Rob, did you notice Stephen prayed during this dancing? Very impressive. Jade, are you ready? Jade, do we think Jade can do Burnley proud?
Yes, come on! For Lancashire! Do it for Lancashire!
You may just beat him. 1, 2, 3, 4. My man when I go home.
Woo!
Put my hair on my comb and that's on my when I go home. She's handsome, she's pretty, she's the girl of Belfast City. She's got a 1, 2, 3. They tell me who is she? Woo! Well done, James! So hands up those of you that think that Rob is the Irish dancer of Glastonbury! Well, it's miserable. James, I can tell you now, it's looking fairly good for you. Obviously, his friends will take much of Rob, but anyway, we can talk about that with him later. Now, hands up those of you that think that Jade, all the way from Burnley, who just happened to be walking past, came up here, represented, I'm making this up, Jade, aren't I? We're used to fucking milking it back in Ireland. Hands up those of you think that Jade, representing the females, should win the Irish Dance of Glastonbury! Jade, I'm not going to shag you later, you all right. Well done, give the coach a round of applause! Well done! Yeah, he's fucking... Yeah, whatever. But one thing I do love is reverse psychology. Because back in Ireland, I would go to weddings and I'd have old aunts coming up to me, digging me in the ribs, going, you'll be next. But you stop saying that to me when I started saying the same to them at funerals. I tell you, anxiety just, it can really wake you up, it can create so much fear in you folks. And I tell you something, I've been through some terrible things in my life, and some of them actually happened. Because anxiety is a bit like that, folks. Hold on, I need some water.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, fantastic stuff. And a friend of mine, she was asking me, look, so by the way, folks, give us a cheer if anybody's ever experienced a panic attack. Yeah. I'm loving the fact that you're owning it. Who would have thought that this would have gone down well? Owning and having fucking panic attacks, right? So anyway, a friend of mine was saying to me, Sheila, how would you describe a panic attack? And I was thinking, how can I explain this to her where it's relatable? Now, this friend of mine, she likes squishy jiggy, So I says to her, a panic attack is like an orgasm. You'll know when you've had one. Thank you. And only if you've been through panic attacks, you'll get that one, folks. And as for depression, now depression is merely anger without enthusiasm. And I've certainly come across that. I've been a private practice mental health counsellor for over 12 years, and I've come across that so much. And depression rids you of your self-worth. And I reckon if depression was a perfume, it would be called self-sabotage. And the advert would go, self-sabotage by L'Oreal, because I'm worthless.
Hey!
Fantastic stuff. So folks, I am a survivor of mental ill health. I have no problem at all sharing that. I think it's really important to share your story, folks. And oh Theo, that's a nice cameo coming along there. Nice ass. I give them a 7 out of 10. Not as nice as Phil, but you're getting there. Anyway, so I wrote a book called The Power of Knowing You, and it's based on my own experiences of growing up in the west of Ireland and obviously being a survivor of abuse. And basically this poem just sums up what I've come across, and I hope you enjoy it, folks. And this poem is called How Are We to Know? Because I tell you something, folks, when we hang on to blame and resentment and anger, the person we are hurting the most is you. There you go, the drummer agrees. Right, and it goes like this, folks, and it goes, when we are born pure to the mercy of our world. And depending on how we are conditioned, it can be beautiful or be blurred. Regardless of how our parents grew up, we put them on a pedestal. We hang on to their every word, believing that they mean well. But what if they were suppressed by judgments, expectations and fear? Then pass these on unbeknownst to them, and we become bitter throughout the years. And because we all need to be loved, we may not feel right to challenge them. Then we choose to have children and the cycle starts all over again. But there is light, for we can change, and we don't have to keep doing the same. We can build our awareness, take responsibility for ourselves, and let go of this limiting pain. Our lives are how we want them to be. We don't have to just go with the flow. We have got choices of which path to take, and we have got a right to say no. We all deserve self-respect, to be valued in what we do, to not be judged, allowed to grow, and this starts with how you feel about you. So be who you want to be. Don't let fear hold you back. Allow your inner light to shine through, and it will guide you through the black. Surround yourself with people who unconditionally love you. In fact, just come to fucking Glastonbury. Surround yourself with people who unconditionally love you. Environments that help you to grow. And if self-blame ever creeps in, just think, how were we to know? Thank you. Can I have a cheer from all the women? The women, okay. Can I hear the women cheer like men? I love that. You tried. I could see you were trying. Can I hear the men cheer like women? Oh, jeez. We need to talk about your medication. We obviously need to sort it out. Folks, as I mentioned, for anybody that's just passing here that's new, I am a mental health counsellor. I've worked straight through the pandemic. I have a YouTube channel called Sheila's YouTube channel. It has over 100 videos on mental well-being, just short videos. And I'd love for you to subscribe, folks. It's free to subscribe. And just to watch videos about communication and drama triangles and just how to live a lovely life. I'll tell you something, folks, you know, that often you come across people, when they get older, they start to not give a shite what other people think. Have you ever noticed that, folks? Okay. So, hands up those of you out there who are people pleasers. Hands, come on, I know it. Thank you, you're very honest, fair play. Rob, you're a people pleaser. George, I might shag you later, because obviously you'll give. You'll give, so that sounded promising. Okay, but hands up those of you who go out of your way for people you don't even like. I love that, I love your honesty, mate, brilliant, you know. But the way I look at it is that, okay, a lot of people, when they get older, they decide not to give a shite. My thinking, folks, is why wait? Why not give a shite now? Give me a cheer if you're with me on that.
Yay!
Jesus, you need more alcohol, but you're doing well, to be fair. It is early in the morning and it is hot. Okay, folks, I've written a poem about Glastonbury. Just take some water. As I mentioned, this is my first time to Glastonbury. Hello to everybody. And it's absolutely wonderful to be here. The lovely Julie who's down there and Phil, my fantastic companions. Give us a cheer if you're camping, folks. This guy is so funny, Steve. Every morning I see him slowly crawl out of his tent. It's like a fucking Michael Jackson Thriller video. He's coming out from the grave. It's so hilarious. And then the other night, right, because I'm working at shelter, give us a cheer to people who work in voluntary for shelter. Woo! So we're here, we're up at the park bar tonight doing a shift from 7 to 3 a.m. I can't give any free points, but sure, maybe I'll tell you a fucking joke. But anyway, folks, and it's just so funny, like we got back late the other night and I went to blow up my mattress and I had the wrong fucking knob on where I had the Hoover knob where I was sucking up my fucking hair. It's just hilarious. Okay, folks, thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you very much for Theo and his lovely family for having me on the stage. It was all spur of the moment. And I'd like to share with you again this poem that I wrote about Glastonbury. And it's called Glastonbury, the Ripple Effect. And it goes like this. Glastonbury is a place where everyone belongs, where we come together to sing our favourite songs. There is no judgment of race, colour or creed. All this love fulfilling our emotional needs. Sometimes the walking can be quite rough. Sometimes my ankles want to say, what the? Who would have thought we get used to smelly bogs? For some, waking up freezing in a tent is just a part of the job. That's been me every night. Michael Eavis is like the grandfather of us all. He has created a world where we can stand tall, where there is genuine love and care for each other, wrapped around in these beautiful hills like the arms of a mother. And so we come back year after year to a place where we can let go and be without fear. The sense of belonging, the friends we have met, let the love from Glastonbury be the ripple effect. And folks, this is my tribute to Glastonbury! Kylie Minogue, eat your fucking ass out! Thank you so much for listening. I'm Sheila McMahon. Please subscribe to Sheila's